Oh, it is recording. Hello, everyone. This is Cody Soltis from ConsciousLove.org, which is currently shut down, but don't worry about that. I'll bring it back up next month. Here for your monthly oracle card reading and energy forecast for the month of September 2016, and this message is specifically for the Earth signs. For you guys, of course, we will be pulling a Mucha card, or 2 or 3. We'll see what comes up. That is for your particular assistance. We're going to be using again the Labyrinth Wisdom cards by Tony Christie. We might also get one card from the Oracle of the Angels. I'm going to pull 3 cards from this and 1 card from that, and then your mudras. It will be my normal 4-card spread. I'm just sensing that this needs to be for our grounded earthly experience. That needs to be for the angel guidance, or the divine guidance that we're having. So I'm taking a moment to allow Divine Source to fill these cards with divine love and light, and truly attuning them to your energetic experience this month. It's been a journey, hasn't it? Okay, we'll get 1 more card there. Okay, you're going to get some additional insight into where you're going past this first end of the month thing, because you've been on a very particular journey. You guys, my earth signs, are truly sensitive. You seem to be the grounded ones. You seem to be the strong ones, the one who has it all together, but there's a part of you that the harder you are, the easier it is to shatter. You know, in air or in water, there's this fluidity, but with you, there's this rigidness, which is your way of protecting yourself, which is fine. This non-judgmental. Excuse me. This is all about who we are. And it's funny that the first card comes up as transition. You are going through a period of change. You will emerge renewed. So again, I'm going to take a moment to ensure that I don't take on too much of your experience. I can disengage my body chakras to not have a totally empathetic experience with you and feel all the bad things that you might be feeling. But the beautiful message here, multiple things are coming up. There's a lot of natural transitions happening here. Notice it's not transformation. It's not completely a loss of self. It's not this complete loss of our identity, but that seems to be the biggest fear here, is that as change occurs, we're afraid that our whole world is going to change, that we're not going to be grounded, that we're not going to have control, that we're not going to feel safe. Just as the butterfly was once a caterpillar, and it goes into this cocoon and literally liquefies, like everything is just liquid, and then it reforms. It's still the same life. It's still the same essence. It's still the same spirit. It's still the same mind. It's still the same creature, just changing shape. Same thing with the snake that we often fear. It sheds its skin, which is a part of its former identity that is no longer serving it, that is actually restricting it. And that if it doesn't shed that skin, it could perish. So shedding your past identity, changing, and allowing yourself to be someone new seems to be the important key here. We're navigating life, and we seem that we can't seem, to get grounded. We really seek out stability. You guys never seem to enjoy change. But change is always for your blessing. And same thing, the more pressure that earth gets under, the more beautiful it becomes. It turns into diamonds and gems and all these beautiful energetic pieces. So just remember that whenever you're feeling stressed, that you were being transformed into a more beautiful version of yourself. You were never being torn down. You were never being punished. You were never being chastised by the universe. You were always being given exactly what you need when you need it. Even though it might not be what you want, it is what you truly need on a source spiritual level. You are beautifying, you are purifying, you are releasing toxins and things that you just don't need. So there's this big fear about change, but Take a moment to realize every time some person left your life that it really was for the better. You held on to them. Even if they were abusive or toxic or rude. You know, it truly was a blessing having them leave. Or same thing where we were having so much trouble letting go of something. When in actuality, it was a blessing. This totally reflects back to a unique expression of the universal message, which I suggest you go read, you go watch. It is lengthy, but it will definitely apply to you. All of us. This just has a little bit more of your Earth's energy flavor and what my Earth sign viewers are experiencing. This is a beautiful, you really can't. I always laugh when like Doreen Virtue or someone says, you can't make this stuff up, but it's like, you really can't, because what we're being led to is death and rebirth. Leave behind what is dead for you. Give life to what is new. And this totally connects back to what we were talking about. There's this fear of death, but there really is no death. It is just the changing of energy into a new state of existence. And there's this beautiful phoenix here to remember this beautiful thing that when we die, we erupt. It's this beautiful eruption of flames, but in the ashes is born a new life. And it's not so much about your whole life changing for no particular reason. There is this message here of bringing you closer and closer to the truest, most pure expression of you, of your authenticity, of your spiritual being. Yeah. You are a very powerful person. But believe it or not, you do have a lot of untapped potential because you use a lot of your power to stay put, to not allow change. You might be aggressive to some people because you're trying to control things and be quite conservative and not let things change out of your control. But what I'm observing right now is this beautiful power and potential for you to make drastic change within your community, within the Earth community, within the world. When you choose, when you are ready to allow yourself permission to be a transformative leader, you're going to have great success. You're going to have great, abundant, transformative power, where you're going to get shit done. You are manifestors, okay? You are manifestors. You get things done. You create things. But a lot of us have been using our creative abilities to maintain and preserve instead of allowing abundant new creations to take place. So what you're really exploring this month, this is how you're getting to this death and rebirth period where things are going to change even more, but you're building up your sense of power. And this is interesting. You are a powerful person. Step into your power. You're going to be facing a lot of things where, as I said, you haven't been using your power to be creating something specific other than maintaining status quo, from stopping manifestation from happening, from keeping things the same. So you're going to be presented with many situations this month. If you go back to the universal message, you will see, the orphan, and all these other things that we have to get past this month, where you will be feeling as though you have no power, but in these shadow moments, you are able to more clearly see your light when it shines. So Divine Source, the Creator God, who is you and of the universe, is creating these scenarios for you to shine your light, to better see yourself more clearly. Okay, so please think what you're going to think, but know in spiritual truth that whenever you're in these tough, traumatic experiences, you're presented with them to use your strength, to show your strength, in a powerful yet gentle way, and learning what that means. You are a powerful person. Step into your power. There's this big part of tradition, of maintaining what's always been done. Truly what I'm witnessing sorry. Truly what I'm witnessing is these internalized beliefs of yours of what you have to do. And it comes from, it's a very neutral energy. It comes from this concept of tradition, this concept of maintenance, of maintaining the status quo, of living up to other people's expectations of what you should be doing. I see this more so in the work environment with bosses, but it does parallel family structures. And it's coming to me more so less from your immediate parents and more of like the grandparents who are a bit more fundamentalist, a bit more conservative and strict. But that energy has carried through your experience. Whether that energy from your grandparents has impacted your parents, who impacted you, or vice versa, there's this patriarchy energy, even if it's female, this divine masculine kind of presence of order or structure. Dominance in a sense of safety, submissiveness in a sense of safety, a letting go of power to keep this figurehead, this patriarchy, this pope almost, this like power, like not quite king-like. It's very ominous, respectful yet familiar, family-like, immediate. Keeping that in check, letting that be the power that maintains balance and order. And it's funny just analyzing that and seeing how that might shift and change. Not that the king is going to fall anytime soon, but as that has been your selected control drama, your selected experience, where there's always this someone higher up who's in charge. So you're allowed to be imperfect. You don't have to take on the responsibilities too largely. And your main responsibility is just permitting and allowing and conforming and capitulating and being complacent and maintaining that status quo. And we're not saying that whole thing is going to come crashing down, but there is an awakening here. There is a rebirth within you to slowly be taking the steps necessary to have your own empowerment, to regain your belief in yourself, and to see the power of your creation abilities, okay? Because you are a great creator. You truly are. You're being asked to witness what have you been assisting and creating. And in time, not necessarily this month, but you will be more and more open to being more selective with your choices, being more selective with what you permit to be created through your energy, through your omission, your submission, your allowance, your observance, because what we observe is what manifests. You're just going to be aware of that. And again, Uriel's there, to illuminate and bring things into conscious awareness. It might not fully be describable in words yet, but there will be a little ting there, gently nudging you towards illumination and awareness, okay? And just so you know, as we move forward, past that life and death thing, we do have Mother, which is the card of rebirth, to remind you that yes, there will be this new life coming forward. Mothering helps us feel safe and loved. Nurture yourself. And this card, oh my goodness. There's many, many messages here about just nurturing yourself to feel that security and safety, realizing that you are within the womb of the divine source, Mother, Father, God, that you are cradled and protected at all times. Same thing, they're really reminding me to remind you of your divine power to choose comfort, to choose nurturance, to choose blessings for yourself. The angels do want to give us one form of communication here. Inner peace. they're working with you. You know, you've had a lot, you maintain a lot. You focus so much on the external and build up these walls to try to maintain a place of peace. But we're going to be moving into a reality in which you can be at peace despite the external circumstances, despite the changes, despite the shifting of power, despite the rebalancing and redistribution of energies of your experience. The angels are really watching over you, which again are the hands of God, closely working with you to feel comforted, protected, safe, and secure. Whenever you need assistance or feel that you are not empowered, you are allowed to surrender to a higher power, to allow angels, divine source, God, Jesus, Buddha, whomever it is you may be working with, Allah, which is all the same to me, to assist you, spirit guides, crystals, gems, things like that. Truly, you're being asked to allow yourself to surrender to a higher peace that already exists within you, and in our divine source universe. By simply stopping yourself when you're in these moments of panic, and realizing the loving light and blessings that are all around you all the time, you're able to observe them and manifest them and bring them into your creative experience. Welcome in the angels, if that's who you choose to work with. It's all source, no matter what you choose. Welcome in divine source, Mother, Father, God. Welcome in Jesus. Ganesha. I don't know who you work with, even if just your higher self, but ask and you shall receive, they're saying, where if you want to be presented with the love and light of the universe, it is already there waiting for your permission to manifest before you. Okay. I can already sense you have really strong mudras to be working with this month. So your first is breathe, the Brahmara mudra. You're just going to bring the tip of the index finger to touch the base of the thumbs and touch the tip of the thumb to the top of the middle finger. Allow others to extend outward, rest the backs on the hands on tops of the thighs, palms facing up. I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. Down and touch. I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. Definitely will assist with, again, throat chakra, of the reality of which you are creating through your beliefs, through your words, through your affirmations, and so on. And that breath will relieve anxiety, will relieve fear. As you open to perfect balance and breath, you are allowing and permitting balance, security, and truly saying, I sense that, to experience that. The next, moving on up from the throat to the third eye, we have higher knowledge, the Jhana Mudra. Very simple. It's the basic one. Thumb to pointer, others laying flat. Again, palms on the back, palms on the top of your thighs, palm facing up. Your focus is, I awaken to the divine wisdom of the universe. Again, truly allowing yourself to experience the wisdom of a higher power, of a higher experience, to be seeing things not from, your limited mind, but from the universal consciousness of divine source, Mother, Father, God, of angels, of whomever you choose to work with, okay? And then finally, moving on up to the crown, we have liberation. Very easy there. Rest the left hand on top of your lap, facing upward. Lay the right hand over the left, palms facing up. Allow the thumbs to touch. Relax the shoulders back and down, lengthen the spine. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. Ooh. This is all about a unity, freedom, and liberation. It's really assisting you, as said with the universal reading, to be aligned and self-identified with the divine source consciousness. Allowing you to experience awareness of truth, and yet peace and serenity within that conscious awareness. Okay, so please, earth signs, I'm getting a sense that most of you don't do this. Find time to meditate this month. Find time for you to practice going within and truly do these mudras. They assist with energy. You can physically, if you're sensitive enough, and if you allow yourself to be sensitive, if you give yourself permission to experience, you will sense and feel the energy shifting. Even if you think you're imagining it, good, that's the start. You will be moving forward in beautiful, succinct steps. They will seem slow to you, but they were divine and perfect. Absolutely. You are moving towards liberation from the chains of your ego self. Okay, you really are. So thank you so much, Earth Signs, for taking the time to share this beautiful, divine, spiritual experience with me. I love and honor you so much. The divine source within me honors and recognizes the divine source in you. And when I am in that place and you are in that place, you and I are one. So namaste in short. I love you very, very much. May blessings be abundant this month of September. Hang in there, do this practice, listen to this wisdom, let it become a part of you, and see the beautiful transformation unfolding for you. Okay? You have good things coming up in November, that's all they're telling me. So, or October too, but November is what they really say. Yeah, keep that in mind. Love you guys. Deuces. Bye guys.